Hey you guys, so we're in an area roughly, I'm guessing 3/4 of a mile to a mile from where we found the shoes. And there's 3 of us searching. Mike from Carson City, Bria and myself. And right here is the precipice of a hill. I know there's a hill that drops off this way. And the shoes were found that direction. I'm guessing roughly a mile, you guys. I'm not exactly sure. But we've been doing circular patterns slowly out in just this direction to the north by northwest of where we found the shoes. And we're trying to do contour searches, so with the path of least resistance. And you guys, yes, I walked all sorts of weird S and Z patterns in here. Circles. Marco! We're all staying within earshots of each other, doing the same thing. I can tell Mike is that way, probably 100 yards, and Bria's probably that way 100 yards. And everyone knows the rules. We don't drop down off the hill there, and we don't go without an earshot, and we're just doing small circles, you guys, in the same area, so you look at every part of the tree. I can tell I'm up higher because the trees are smaller in this area, a lot smaller. As soon as I get going this direction, the trees will get bigger because it's going to drop down into a steep embankment over there. And once you get down the embankment, you're committed. So we decided we'll search this upper plateau to the steep hills where the dead trees are there, because we know he came from that direction, most definitely. So I'm trying to stay on that north by northwest and keep doing small circles so we don't miss anything. And you guys, it's still a needle in a haystack, I'm not gonna lie, but I know we're in the right ballpark. At least we're in the right haystack now. Marco! So I hear Bria off that way, I hear Mike that way. Got you! Fairly warm today, not as warm as the day the sheriffs came out. Guys, that's an anthill. Right there, look at this. Huge. They're red and black. Equivalent to fire ants. Don't sit on anything like that if you ever see that up here. So this is where the hill drops off. Right here. So we're not going down that yet. But I will walk the edge of it here. Yeah, this is where it drops off. Okay, I'll walk the edge of this. Zigzag back and forth back towards Bria and Mike. And I'm sure Sven will be coming pretty soon. He just runs all day between all of us. Yeah, I was just over there. I walked this way on purpose, you guys. Another ant pile. Walk back towards the edge of the hill. That's the direction I came from. Marco! Walk back off the edge of the hill. Marco! Back towards the edge of the hill. You guys, you may think that this is a waste of time, me walking these long S patterns like 10 feet from each other. My tracks going this way are just right over there. But I feel in order to be thorough, that's what I have to do. And is it a lot of walking? You bet it is. I feel really good today. I got to rest yesterday. I was sun-zapped a little bit. It was 99 out here. The day we were searching with the sheriffs, it was warm. This sort of stuff here, you guys, this sagebrush, hear that? And this stuff, I don't even know what it is, but to walk through this barefooted, I just don't feel you're going to go very far. Even if you're in fresh, like how we started out this morning, I wouldn't have made it this far barefooted. No way. So we're going to be in this area and search our way back towards the truck, which is this way. That's the hill that Chris and I and Bria climbed. So we know he didn't go over that for sure. We definitely found his shoes down here. And I know he's in these trees between the burn and the creek from the steepness of that hill down to the road that's down there. And I don't even feel down to the road. There's a ridge It drops down and goes back up, down again, then the road. I don't think he even went over that ridge. I think if he's far away, it would be this direction towards the burn. And I'm pretty sure he never made it past the burn because of if this is the forest I'm in now, and this is the burn area, they did a pattern back and forth like this. And I mean like 40 times looking for his tracks in the burn area from the hill to the road. And they got nothing, which tells me he probably didn't make it past that way. I think tracks that were spotted, including the ones that I found, more than likely a hunter. I've always told you guys the ones I saw were at a dead run. And it appeared one side peanut shaped, one side you can clearly see that it was a foot that made the impression, so a boot print or whatever. There was no tread, but you could definitely tell it was a human print and at a dead run. And I thought to myself, the last very known tracks are up there from Elko County. Marco! From Elko County. So turns out that my phone ping information ended up in that area too. And what we were doing was walking ridge lines. Marco! We're close. I'm S-ing my way towards you. You found the bones? I'll be there shortly. Back towards the edge of the hill. That's where it goes down. So we agreed not to go down, just to the edge. Marco! Headed that way. Hey, Sven. See what I mean about him running between us everywhere? I better go this way first. I hear ya. Coming. There's my boot tracks when I looked at that ant pile. So I'm staying on course. Coming. I'm close. I'm just searching my way there. I'll be right there, Bria. I'm just looking on my way. See trees like this. You guys probably wondering why I look up the trees, because in the area that Aiden was raised, they have bears and stuff. I'm sure that the thought crossed his mind to go up a tree. I think too small. Coyote bone, like a coyote femur. Sure? Yes. Let's just search around though, just to make sure. We'll do some.
It couldn't be like from here to here.
Yeah, but it would be longer. Like I'm saying, his arm's probably right to there on me. So if you look, Bria. And thinner. A thinner bone than this. For a human, thinner bone.
Look at me.
Yeah, but I think think it's even smaller than you. Polo! Let's search around though right here just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's a coyote femur. Let's do some tight circles in here, okay? Marco! Okay. Getting heated again. So you guys, I do think this wash that we see down here and how it follows goes, and I don't know if it turns to the right or to the left down there, I don't know yet, but I believe that's very high probability. And I don't want to commit to going down it unless these two want to go with me, because we're going to have to walk all the way back to the truck this way. And it'll be a steady uphill march the whole way. Marco!
Hello.
So look at this, Bria, the same wash. Look at how the trees get big down here. Right here. If we get Mike and commit to going a ways down this wash, it's not so steep here. And the highest probabilities, you know, the truck's right that way. So it's the perfect lineup.
It really is, Ty.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel
I know he's
easy
in here.
walking?
I know he's not far from where we found those shoes. I know that.
How far from the shoes are we?
Roughly 3/4 of a mile.
It's like we went away from them, now went kind of closer to it, now away from it. We put
Yeah,
in
and
miles today,
I know. That's because we're doing all these silly circular
zigzags,
patterns. Yeah,
circles,
yeah. But this naturally contours the direction he wants to go. And there will be a hill holding him in there. Marco! Whose phone?
Bone. B-O-N-E. Bone.
Big Bone. That is an antler or too big for human. Keep looking. Let's do some circles in this wash, okay? See the difference in the ground here, you guys? And that's one of the reasons that we've been in this stuff. And right up here is where it kind of starts to change. And it's the difference between night and day of whether you're going to walk in it. Look at this stuff. When you get down into the washes and the low side of the hill, this is an upper side of the hill, you don't have the sagebrush anymore. Yes? Horse has been all through here. And we're right in that 3/4 of a mile to a mile ballpark where we want to be. You guys, this is a well-used horse trail. You can probably see it through there. Marco, I'm going to go up here a little ways. We came down just on the other side of these trees. So yeah, that's why I'm walking close to it. I know I was just over there. A tied S pattern. Marco! Marco! Come on, Mike. Answer back. Marco! Oh, I think I just heard him. He doesn't answer back loud. He's a polo. He's up that way. A couple 100 yards, I think. I gotta go back and look under this juniper tree. That's just as thick as it gets, you guys. I had to look in that spot. The sheltered areas are as thick as it gets, so. Marco! Okay, I'm coming back at you. Let's go over here just to make sure. Marco! Marco! I'm gonna look up in these trees one of these times and see a big cat sitting there watching me back, I'm sure. Okay. Huh. Hello! Too big, I think, to be human. I don't know. I'd have to guess, I would say smaller calf of an elk or cow. Keep looking. Keep looking. Okay, I'm going to head back towards the gang. I don't want to get too separated from them. I have to start looking for my friends here. Marco! Coming. So everybody watching, you see what this is like? What's actually needed? It's probably 100 people. And we spread like 8-10 feet apart, and everyone walks one direction, one step at a time, nice and slow. We don't have those resources, so we're stuck to path of least resistance and doing S's like this. Marco? Okay, I headed towards you. Where are you, little man? Just amazed. Polo! Polo! Got the video on. Got a video on. It's okay. What are you singing? Oh. Did you hear that? Yeah. Was that a gunshot? Yo! Let's head towards him. He might have found him. Said if anything's strict, shoot a gun off. Yo! Let's beeline it towards him. Okay. That was a gunshot, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Came from that direction?
And we know he's carrying, so 9mm.
Come on, Sven. Marco! Carrying any rocks?
No.
Okay.
No. They're all Leaverites.
Marco! down and down and around a little. I know he's that direction, but gets really thick.
Here?
Gets really thick through this side. Here we go. Marco! Do you hear him? Marco! Where you at? You guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut off. Heading your way.